Hey everyone, Harry Hasworth to be back for another video. I hope you guys all had a good Christmas. And Spurs somehow found a way not to ruin it, thankfully, in the end. And also in advance, Happy New Year, because I don't think I'll be streaming till the 2nd, because obviously we're playing on New Year's Day and tomorrow's New Year's Eve. But yeah, I'm with Eugene. It's normal. Eugene, how you doing?
Hey, hi, Harry. Happy Merry Christmas first, right? And then of course, after that, be a Happy New Year, right? We move into the new year, 11th in the league, right? We're also happy. The standards of fans has dropped until that we are happy that we're 11th of the league. So I don't know. Oh no, but last season we were 17, right? So it's an improvement from last season. Shit. But it's good, right? It's good. We end, our last game of the year, right? We won. I'll take the win. No matter we are shit. We play like shit. It's like Spurs is like, waiting for teams to play which, who are shittier than them. They're all unlucky, or maybe out of sync at the time, or maybe fatigued. Right, Palace is true. They're a fatigued team at the moment because, if I'm not mistaken, what's his name? Glasner's squad. Right, he has about like 18 to actual first team players, 18 or 19 or 20, less 18 or 17 first team players. So their players play a lot of games. So I don't know, Conference League Thursday,
Do you think
Tuesday.
I think they played 30 games this year or something. I was reading. I don't know if it's 30 games in 2025 or 30 games, because they kind of played 30 games altogether, can they?
I don't know. You can, if you want to, you can go back and start counting from the beginning of the season, bro.
Maybe
they started early too, because
maybe they have, because they played qualifiers, didn't they, for the conference league?
Yeah, the Conference League. Yeah. I think they played like 4 games or 8 games.
Yeah. So maybe they have played that many.
So,
and a few cup games as well. So, but yeah, so he clearly had to rotate a bit, Glasner, but obviously they don't have the same quality as they had with like Eze, Elise in the past. Obviously Mateta played, but it's not the same Palace, really. I know Guehi played.
They did have their chances, bro. We have to be honest, right? In the first half, they should be at least 1-0 or 2-0 up. Before even Archie Gray, 50 Shades of Grey, right? Last he scores.
50 Shades of Grey. Yeah, but like, I don't know. I think Gray was. What do you think of the lineup though? Because obviously he put. I mean, Danso was obviously going to come in for Romero, and then the midfield. He's obviously. I think he's settled on Gray and Bentancur as his midfield too for now, at least. Bergvall came in for Xavi because Xavi's suspended, and he put Marnie on the left and Richarlison up front. Like Odegaard made a difference, I thought, when he came on. But like, do you think?
No, we go with the timing, right? I was listening to the commentary. In the first 15 minutes, right, the commentary was saying Spurs has survived an onslaught for the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Bro, I was counting, right, in that first half, right, they were in our half like 55 to 60% of the time. You know, and we were just pinned back. But somehow or another we survived, right? I don't know. They say that could be Frank's tactics, right? Because to be honest, till today, right, as a Spurs fan, I still can't pinpoint what is his tactics, unless his tactics are, his tactics is like being total confusion, where he's trying to confuse the fans, right, and confuse the opposition, right, and at the same time he confuses himself. No, that's the truth, right? Palace, I think if Palace was smart, right, they didn't go all gung-ho at us in that first 30 to 40 minutes or so, right, and all of a sudden concede that goal, right? That was like, getting kicking the balls, kicking the balls moment. Now you could tell. I mean, most probably they are tired, not only physically, right, mentally too. You can tell, right? If they have gotten something in that first 30 minutes or so, right, I think we would have gone down like the game against Nottingham Forest, to tell the truth. Right? But nah, somehow or another we survived, right? And we got that goal. And guys, we have to be, how to say that? One of Richarlison's talent is, did you remember when we first bought him? One of his talent, is what? Always being offside. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, the goals were offside, right? No if, no buts. So, it is what it is.
Right?
And offside is a no-go, and no-go is still a no-go. You can put it 10 times behind the net, it's still no-go, right? So, we want to talk about that. And, but, of course, the patterns of play were nice, right? But, you got a player who is, has got the offsideitis disease. So, yeah.
It's like Adebayor. I remember back in the day, he used to live offside, or like Defoe.
Yeah.
They used to always be offside. I remember. But Richarlison's not even that level of striker. I don't think.
Yeah. No, but Harry, if you create enough times, right, maybe once or twice of that time, right, he might get onside. You get it? Like in that game, I think we only created 2 times, and he was. I think the first time is Bergwall offside. Second time, I think he was offside. It is what it is, right? Effing hell, 2-6-0. Yeah, what's going on here then? What's going on here? We're talking about Spurs. We're talking about this Palace win, right? We are all happy for the Palace win, but we all have our eye test, and the eye test says that we are still shit.
Problem is that until we buy because the problem is, Eugene, is that when we're playing Paulinho and Bentancur together, people are complaining. So then he moved away from that, and we played Paulinho or Bentancur, and he seems to be favoring Bentancur at the moment. With either, and the problem is when you do that, our other options are Sarr, Bergvall, and Gray, and which are 3 kids basically. So you're basically playing Xavi. I know he wasn't playing, but Xavi is like he's still betting into the league as the 10. Then you've got a kid in one position, you've got Bentancur, Paulinho in the other. So that's why midfield is so disjointed, I think. And then obviously last game with Bergvall was playing the 10 and Gray was so we had 2 kids and Bentancur really in our midfield. And I think that's the biggest problem when I look at our team. But until in the summer, I think we have to sell Sarr and Bergvall and even if we can do it. I mean, I don't think Sarr's doing it in January, and go out and sign some established players.
Bergvall, you want Bergvall to be sold, that would be sacrilege, man. The fan base will go crazy if we sell Bergvall. Yeah,
but guys, what does he do? Right? What does he do?
I don't know. No. To tell you the truth, right? It doesn't matter who he buys or who he sells, right? At the moment now, there is some. I don't know what to say because there's no consistency. That's one thing, right? It's like hot and cold, hot and cold. For certain times, in the period of games, it's like that. For certain times, the whole, I call cycle of being shit. Yes, yeah. If you say, instead of looking at Spurs, even being shit, be a bit more front-footed. You get what I'm saying? But the problem is that we ain't, right? What are we doing? Selling Johnson yeah. I know. But what to do, right? Because, good evening to you. Hey, Contis, catch up. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, right? And we are 11 of the league, right? So I guess we're all very happy here. What's happening now is that we do know the overall problem is that Spurs needs time to rebuild. But the problem is that Spurs fans, a lot of us don't have that patience anymore because we've been sitting here for 25 years, right? And we only won 2 trophies. And the most recent trophy that we won, right, was last season, right? This year. Because there's only about another, I guess, 24 hours or so or more. 48 hours or so or more for us, right, before it becomes 2026. And that's when the transfer window opens. Right, but let's go back to the Palace win first, right? That we a lot to talk about, actually. There's lots to talk about because I guess this will be done in 2 parts. First part, I'll be here, then later TJ will come in and give his opinion, right? So I guess always more of an inside forward. Yeah, plays on the shoulder. Yeah, we all know that. Right? We all know that. But like I said earlier, if you come out earlier, right? If when we got Kudos, we should have moved Johnson into the center with Richarlison.
But then the problem is if we went to a 3-5-2, would the front two be Kudus and Johnson then? I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You should start Kudus and Johnson first.
Yeah.
And you can switch them. Yes, so you can rotate Kudus, Johnson, and Richarlison. All three of them can rotate because Johnson can play on the right too. You get what I'm saying?
Mm.
But he's gone now. We got him for £50 million.
Yeah.
We after 3 years, 2 years, we are selling him for 35.
It was Andrew's first season we signed him, right? So
2 years.
Is it 2 years? Is it 2 years he's been there?
2 years.
2 years. 2 years and a bit. Yeah.
So, it is what it is, right? But if you want to improve, you want to go up to the next level, right? Then, if they do sell him, take that money, right? Because to tell the truth, right, you must remember, if you sell a player, right, you ain't going to get the full 35 million up front. The first logic of that. Then whatever down payment, that loosens your cash flow. So that means we can buy in that way. People will sell in that way too. So it will even out, right? But depends on certain teams, right? I think the Semenyo deal, I'm not sure how it's going to break down. The payments. Is M City going to pay all up front, the 65 million to get it closed, or there'll be some discussion in 2 or 3 payments?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
So it's like this, that's the financial side. All I know is that most probably the deal was, all right, Palace will lose to us, and we'll sell Johnson at a discount of £35 million. Simple as that. All right, we need to get football people on board. Yeah, this board. Okay. No, to tell the truth, right? First of all, right, okay, let's finish off with the Palace win first before we go into other kind of subjects. All I can say is that the game was like that. The first half, right, we were shit, but somehow when he scored a goal from Archie Gray, right? Is there a song for him now? Archie Gray, guys? Does anyone know? Does Archie Gray
first goal? It's his first career goal, actually.
His first career goal too. My God, broke his virginity there. Woo-hoo! Right.
I think it's his first. He had 112 because on Sky it said that he had 112 appearances. It was his first goal.
Overall 112 for Spurs or 112 for his whole career?
No, career. I think career appearances for Spurs. He's not played 112 games. I don't think.
Yeah. No, but to be true, he broke his virginity at Spurs there. That's good for him.
Yeah.
Now, okay, then we come to the second half, right? Somehow or another, I think Palace starts to, wane off. I think early in the second half, right? First 5-10 minutes, right? Palace was still quite, whatever I call, putting it in, trying to get the goal and all that. But after that, once we started to make the changes and the players came on with a little bit more vigor, that was surprising. Players a little bit more vigor. It looked good a bit. Odebear put on performance, right? Yeah, that was my point. Put on a performance, right? At least people can see you perform. But also we had to take away the other part is that, the tiring legs and the tiring minds of the Palace players, right? Maybe that's how he could take advantage of them, right? But it's confidence building for a young guy like that. You get what I'm saying? So then, of course, the post was hit, blah, blah, blah. We win the game. We get 3 points. We're 11. We're happy. The end.
Because we had obviously those offside goals, which were a bit unlucky, but obviously it was offside. But it's clear on the counter we could do damage to them.
No. Wait. Right. We have to talk about offside, right? When you're offside, it's not saying you're unlucky. When you're offside, that means that they're not in sync yet. The person who's not supposed to be offside is not focused enough. That's the problem.
Yeah.
No, the thing is that
why
I would have sold Richarlison first, but you can't sell him. He's our top scorer this season.
Bergvall was offside in the first one. You see how far Bergvall was offside in the first one?
Yeah, he was offside in the first one. Then Richarlison's butt was offside in the second one.
Yeah. because he was
That is why.
ahead of the ball when Kudus played it. I think that's why he was
Yeah.
offside, wasn't he? But yeah, what was I going to say? But I thought Marnie was really, really bad against.
What Kwani? Okay, to tell the truth, right? Muani, sometimes when you see he wants to play, right, he has that certain quality in him. It does show.
Mm,
But the problem is that now now I know why Luis Enrique has loaned him out all this while. Yes, sir. So we know why, right? We are Spurs fans, we see it, we know why. I'm not saying he's a shit player. He, like I said, he's like Richarlison, not focusing on. All right. The goals that Richarlison scored, right? Oh, sorry, not the goals that Richarlison scored. The balls that Richarlison put into the net, right? Because he didn't score the goal. He put the ball into the net, right? You can tell that Richarlison, right, can only score goals like that. Remember, he had a chance when he got the ball, he ran in and he shoots straight at the goalkeeper. So Richarlison is shit. He's like a one-trick pony kind of shit kind of thing. And maybe with his head, that's all. But it always has to be close in the box. Right? Far out of the box, he doesn't have the power, doesn't have the intelligence, doesn't know what to do. So that's sorry to say. But it is what it is, right? And the sad part to say now, he's our top scorer as a striker, the front in the forward line, right? So I don't know. I think he's joint fifth or something like that. Joint fourth top scorer in the Premier League. So it is what it is. It's a weird season. It's a weird league at the moment. All I can say is that tonight is going to be an exciting night, bro. Don't forget, right? Later we're going to do that too. As for the Palace win, let's close it off. Yeah. As the Palace win, we'll close it off. Like I said, happy win, right? But performance-wise, right, I still fear. That's all. We can't be doing this all the time. We're riding on luck. You know what I'm saying?
Like our midfield, right? You could see that they were like walking through us because Archie Gray was literally doing nothing. They were just walking through us.
Yeah, I know. Kudos for me is worse than Klosevski. He's a dunce. No, yeah, to tell the truth. Kudos, come on. That should be coached, right? Frank should pull Kudos aside, right? And say, yo, when you get past your players, unless you're going to run it all the way into the goal, right? Look for someone to pass it to. Put the ball in, right? Do something smart, bro. And the thing is that I think based on being a Spurs fan and we've seen our recruitment for the past 5, 6, 7, 8 years, right? We are recruiting stupid players or blind players. Sorry to say that.
Yes, they're just not like you said, they're really out of sync. But like, for example, at the beginning of the season, Kudus and Richarlison seem to have some sort of connection or thing. But then since the beginning, was it past 10 games, I say, or 5, 8 games? It's not really been that. And then I don't know. I think we've kind of struggled. Since Xavi came in, because he's trying to fit him into the team. I think we've actually struggled more because he's trying to fit him in, and it's kind of destabilized the dynamic.
I know. The thing is that we struggle no matter what, right? Because I don't know. Maybe for Frank is that he came into a situation that wasn't perfect for him. It's not like with Emery. With Emery, he's got like 5 days off, 6 days off before games he has to play. He's got time with his players. You get what I'm saying? But for Frank, is that I don't know. This 2 weeks we have seen improvement. Right, even the loss against Liverpool, it wasn't too bad. You get what I'm saying? So that is an improvement in performance. So I can say that looks good. But in this game, with having 1 week off and we come and show the kind of performance, then it has to be tactical, right? I think. Right. So if he's going to tactically make us look like shit, then that's how it's going to be. Right. Like I said, what are you going to choose, right? The shit or not? Right. So we have to take it. You're a Spurs fan at the moment. Right? We have to take the shit. Even though we are so happy that we won the trophy.
Is he on low wages? I don't know. I don't think so.
He's on something like 100 over K, 150K. I think so. Go and check it out. I think it's 150K.
We didn't sign end product, and then we get rid of Son and Johnson.
Yeah, that's what we always do. Conte's catch up, right? It's not the first time, bro. We were selling Kane, and we bought the pigeon. You know, and the pigeon is our top scorer now. Think about it. All right, so it is what it is.
Yeah, because we
All right,
must
shall we move on?
on.
Yeah, shall we move on from this? Move on from this.
Yeah. Yeah, Johnson.
Johnson to Palace or Bournemouth. I don't care. Just long he goes. Right? Just long the money is we'll call invested wisely, right? Appropriately.
Honestly, Conscious Ketchup's not very happy about it.
The pigeon should be on 9 goals. He's our best striker this season. That says it all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, it's not Conte's Ketchup. That is our replacement, right? And he should have had more. Stupid pigeon. Right. And the other thing is that, guys, we've brought in Moani, right, as a replacement for Solanke. And Moani's best chances, right, that came to him, right, I think he had 3 or 4 of them, right? He air kicked them. Imagine, he air kicked them, he missed them. Is he so out of sync? Yeah. One thing about Richie, he gives 100% every game. Yeah, he does 100%. About sometimes too much. He gives his shirt too, so and it gets hard. Man. That's why I say we need intelligent players. Right? Players who can see the pass, put the pass. Right. That's what I say. But 35 million pounds, bro. Do you think it's worth it?
Well, the thing is, we have a problem where we keep players for too long and then we end up selling or letting them go for free. So I think it's a good deal to get rid of him.
Wharton plays for Palace.
Yeah. But I don't think they'll let him go in January. They won't let him go in January. Wharton.
I don't know, right? If you're doing a deal, right, you can make him sign a pre-agreement, right? He transferred in the summer, loan him, buy him and reload him back to Palace. That's what a big club will do, right? If you really want to play. But he ain't gonna be cheap, bro. He's gonna be like what, 100 million pounds? If I'm gonna pay 100 million pounds for him, right? I want him right now, right? Stripped down naked and ready to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But also, he doesn't really use Johnson though. Like Frank doesn't really use Johnson, to be honest, mate. Like
that's why I did. He's not playing now.
A lot more. Yeah.
Johnson can't play on the left, bro. Have you seen this when Johnson played on the left in the early games? The players don't want to pass him the ball.
They don't. Do you remember
you see Jet Spence run down with the ball, right? And he looks left, right? He ain't passing it to Johnson. He runs straight on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Johnson's got some kind of problem with movement outside of the box. You get what I'm saying? When you put him in the box, he knows how to move.
It's much better than
but not on the left. Conte's Ketchup. Not on the left.
We know, but he's not using him. Like I think if we played a 3-5-2, maybe he would have used Johnson, but he's obviously stuck with
I think we even forgot to talk about Palace game, right?
Yeah.
In the last 10 minutes or so, he changed to a 3-5-2. Right. So it's Dragons in his back, right? And he wants to play, right? Why don't we Frank give him the chance to play a 3-5-2? And Takai is back. I saw him on the bench too. So we have our defenders back now. He should try it, at least.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe you try in the Champions League games, because we're going to play up against Frankfurt. And don't forget, right, we're going to Frankfurt. And Frankfurt, right, that's a revenge game, bro. Don't forget that, right?
Oh yeah, it is actually. You're right. Yeah.
Last season we went to Frankfurt and we all said, "Oh shit, we are dead," right? Because we 1-1 in the scoreline, or some shit like that. Right?
And
So we
Solanke,
get,
is it the game Solanke scored the penalty, wasn't it? We won 1-0.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
All I can remember is Bilbao, the final. We beat Manchester United. Johnson again, ole ole. Johnson again, ole ole. But there's a dispute there, right? Some of us think it's an own goal, right? Some says that, it is what it is. Watson don't want to come to Spurs because the way Levy messed it around. Yeah, he did. Really?
Bayern Munich or Liverpool.
Bayern Munich or Liverpool. It doesn't matter. Bro, Watson is like a class that we can't reach, right? So being a Spurs fan at the moment, right? The sign of Johnson being sold, that means we are hoping to, free up some space, right? And the important thing is bring the quality that is actually needed. That's all, right? Whether he goes to Bournemouth or Alice, right? All I can say to him is that thanks for your service, right? You were part of the cup win. It will go down in history. But will you be a Spurs legend? I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
I don't think so. Right, so.
But why? Because a lot of people are saying we should swap Alex Scott for Johnson, but the reports.
But where's Alex Scott? Alex Scott is in Bournemouth, right?
Yeah. But I read a report earlier saying that Johnson prefers Palace, but obviously I don't know how true the report is.
No, you know why? Because Palace is in London. Yes, so he doesn't move so far. I think Johnson's got a family, right? Does he?
Yeah. I think so.
Maybe he's got a young family and all that, right? You don't want to move your young family around, Right. Alex Scott is a brilliant. Yeah. He won't score the goals that Johnson would, but he won't score the goals. Yeah, I know, but the thing is that what you want to use with that kind of player, right? So I'm going to say, but it doesn't matter, right? We being a Spurs fan, right? I won't believe what's been said, right? I'm immune to the paparazzi media bullshit, right? Until he's done that intro video, right? Then I'll believe, right? Unless there's some kind of scam out there, right? Making players join Spurs, AI kind of version of intro videos, then it'll be really scary. Means that we can only bring a homegrown player to replace him. I think yeah, probably. Yeah. Full too. All right. Johnson is settled. What are your thoughts? I think so.
Yeah. Frankly, I don't know if it's surprising, but like Frank Clee doesn't rate him because he tried him on the left, even on the right. In some games, he chucked him on. He never played him through the middle. Like I said, if we were playing a 3-5-2, maybe he would have got more chances. I don't know, because I think he could play with Kudus or Richarlison or Moani, or I guess whichever one of them. Because to me, he's like a really bad version of Dele Alli.
No, to tell the truth, right? Johnson has come to Spurs, right? During the previous manager's style, that suited him.
Yeah.
It suited him. He gave him the previous manager's
style. So he just play balls across the box, and he would just tap it in.
Yeah, so it suited him. But this manager style totally doesn't suit him. It's because we don't create chances.
It's more crosses. Yeah.
we don't create chances. You get what I'm saying? Have you not noticed all our Spurs games, right? Our attempts, right? Not shots on goal, attempts on goal, right? It's sometimes 0 in a half. In a whole 40 freaking 5 minutes, 0 attempts. So why would you want to play Johnson, right? With being an attacking team, we're already like one man less with Johnson. Imagine if we're a defensive team, right? Being one man less in defense. But have you not noticed when we defend, right? We defend with 11, the whole 11 people in our penalty box in one line, all behind the ball. So
I was surprised in some ways with Johnson, because remember Brentford wanted him when they had Frank. They wanted Johnson, So I thought he
Frank
might
Lampard.
actually use him
Frank
a lot.
Lampard.
Yeah. When he was at Brentford, yeah, remember Brentford went in for him first. Remember?
Yeah,
And they
yeah,
didn't
I
sell
know,
him.
yeah. Yeah, Brentford put in a 35 million bid, right? And then we went and put in 50. Yeah, Levy was real smart. I don't know. Maybe that's why Levy's being audited again, bro.
He's
Yeah.
been investigated, isn't he? He's been investigated, I think. I think you're right.
No. Not investigated. Investigated is for the normal people. Rich people don't get investigated. They get audited.
Johnson might not want to sign for Palace. But we said, I think he favours Palace from what I read over Bournemouth. But I think he would be better suited going to Bournemouth. I think he would do better there. I don't know why. I just have a feeling he would do better there. Because they play a more like fluid
of course,
system where he can
the thing is that
pop up wherever he wants.
The thing is that nowadays,
It's
right,
more
being a human being.
I'm saying Bournemouth is more Ange style. Glaz is more like he's very tactical about like he'll just play. You know where Nketiah is playing on the left, off the left, he'll play off the right. Yeah, the same way. So he'll just
It doesn't
tuck him
matter,
in.
right? We want him. No, we I mean, let them find out themselves.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying?
This is what I've been saying. This is what I've been saying. This is the issue with our midfield. We don't have because you know a lot of people compared Frank to say we can't play this attacking football, right? Well, Poch had Dembele, Martin Yole even had Michael Carrick and Tom Huddleston. Yeah, Redknapp had Modric, so we don't have that player. Like we don't have that player where you can just play him in the midfield and he just runs the game or keeps the ball. Or,
Harry,
the only player I think that can do that we have is Kulusevski, but he's injured. When Kulusevski comes back, I'm playing him as a number 8.
Harry, have you not noticed, right? We have not had a number 8 for so long.
Since we sold Dembele in 2019, really, in reality.
Yeah. That's one
player that were playing in the 2, but they weren't really progressing in that 3-4-3. It was mainly the attackers like Kulusevski, Son and Kane were just left to go. And Højbjerg
that's when you were playing Conte ball, right? Because it was a defensive kind of block. You can say that, right?
Yeah.
But now the number 8 has evolved to another level where you can be the defensive block, you can be the decisive, playmaker pass. Yes, the second pass before the actual pass that passes to the next pass.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? If you're tactically minded enough, you can see it, the pass next to the pass and the next pass. Right? But I don't know, right? We have not had that kind of player a long time. A player that can actually hold up the ball, right? The thing is that we've got the players who are not playing with here. Sometimes I don't know what they're playing with. Yeah. Right? And their eyes, they're not seeing, they're not looking, right? That's why our football, right, at the moment is stagnant. We get the ball, we stop. Yes, we get the ball and we stop, right? They're hoping that Bergwall might be what? He's injured? Yeah, I know, he's injured, right? Oh,
is
Bergwall
number 8?
I know he was playing with his hamstrings whilst being substituted or some shit, right?
I know a lot of people saying that Kulusevski might play on the right, but I just think I'd put him as a number 8.
So if you play Kulusevski on the right, then you will put Kulusevski as a number 8.
No, I mean play Kulusevski as a number 8, and that's what I would do.
No, yeah, you could flip them.
But I just think the problem with this thing, right, with playing Bergwall as the 8 is now, if you're saying Bergwall as the 8, the 2 options for the 8 are Bergwall and Gray, because Gray's basically been playing there. So you can't buy number 8 if we're going to make this assumption.
The thing with Bergwall, okay, if Bergwall turns in, okay, first of all, we all know the number 8 needs physicality or a very sharp up here, right? If you have both, then you are elite number 8. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So the thing is now for Bergwall, right? What have you seen him do as a number 8, right? Because the thing is that he's been thrown around too. He's been playing on left wing before, bro. You know,
I know. That's the problem. I don't know what he's playing on the left wing for, but yeah.
So that's the problem. We don't have a consistent focused at the moment. Everything is all over the place. Like I said earlier, in football, we see patterns of play, style, and all that, right? What I see us do now is, unless you tell us our pattern of play and style is sit back, right? Have all 11 men behind the ball and not even have one man up as an outlet or someone or something like that, right? How the hell are we going to counter attack? You get what I'm saying? Right? Unless you have a player like, player like Pele, right? He gets the ball from your goalpost and then he dribbles through everyone and goes to the end of the field and he scores.
Messi.
Messi. Yeah. That kind of player, right? With that kind of quality, then you can play that kind of football. But at the moment, right, our quality is that we can't, no. Our quality is that we can't go past 5 yards. Right? Get them to learn how to pass 5 yards, 10 yards, 15 yards.
Before something harder. Yeah.
You know, remember Bergwijn had a chance against Palace? If he had that ball slightly angled and a bit harder, right, it would reach Richarlison in a perfect position for him to shoot. No, he plays his shot.
I just don't know what Bergwijn does. I just don't know what he does. I've seen players in number 10. I just don't think he's creative enough from what I've seen to play there. And then I've seen players the 8. He does a lot of running, but he doesn't really. I don't know where he's running with the ball. Like, he does a lot of running, but I don't know where he's going with the ball. And I feel sorry for him. Obviously, it's played on the left wing.
No, but have you not noticed that? It's not only. No, but it's not only Bergwijn's doing that. Running, right, with the ball and don't know what to do with the ball. Kudos is doing the same thing. Bringing the ball all the way down the wing, right? Then he doesn't know what to do with it, right? Or he runs in the center, he loses it, right? So I don't know. We've got so many issues, right? And Frank is there. That's his job to eliminate all the mistakes and the errors that we make, right?
Yeah.
Game is too quick for Bergwijn at the moment, right? He's not ready, but he will come good. But he needs time to play, right? Chance, right? I know. Yeah, the FA Cup, right? Yeah, to tell the truth. The FA Cup we have drawn Aston Villa, so it is what it is.
It's a hard game. It's a hard game. Villa at home.
All right, guys. Johnson to Palace. Adios, mate. Brenda. Bye-bye.
It's got Brentford.
Oh, God, Brentford.
So
don't want to say about Brentford, right? To tell the truth, right? At the moment now, this Brentford feeling is like this. They came to our home ground and didn't turn up at all. You get what I'm saying? And we gave them we put in a performance, right? The game, I'm sure we did. But it was like more of a walkover kind of thing. But their home form is strong.
Right? I think they've only lost to City at home, and that's it. They've literally only lost to City, and that's it.
So I guess a fair result would be a draw. And of course, I think it'll be a draw. There'll be a scoring in there. 2-2, 1-1, 3-3, right? We always like to have an exciting game, right? Or if not, we'll put up a stinker, they'll put up a stinker, we'll stink each other out and it'll be a 0-0. Brentford, I know. They've lost their manager, right? Thomas Frank. Frank is now with Spurs. Who else have they lost? Brentford. And Mbeumo, correct? They lost Mbeumo.
Yeah, Mbeumo's gone.
Manchester United. Right.
They've lost a lot of players.
They lost a few. They lost a few. And of course, they bought a few too. So somehow or another, they've been able to survive. And to tell the truth, right, they're above us in the league, I think, by a point.
He's right. He's right. Yeah. He's right. But they've only lost one home game all season so far. They have the best home record in the league. We have the best away record actually in the league as well.
Yeah. Again, right? So it's the best home record against the best away record.
Yeah.
I don't know. It is what it is, right? But if our players turn up, right? So maybe we might be able to sneak in a win, right? Because this game is played on New Year's Day, guys. Happy New Year, right?
Hopefully they get a bit drunk the day before.
No, yeah, true. I don't know what they're going to do. That's, they're young, they're footballers and multimillionaires and all that.
Yeah, this goal was a really good goal. I've actually seen it.
Have you seen Young's 98-minute winner yesterday, right?
I watched it. It was a good goal, actually.
Young, our Young.
Yeah, he scored a really good goal. Google it. It's a really good goal. Yeah.
No. Who's he playing for now? Oxford or something?
Portsmouth.
Oh, he's playing for Portsmouth. Red Naps.
Is it Eugene? It was a really good goal. Like a really good goal.
Yeah. So is he ready? Are they ready to bring him back to replace Johnson?
I don't know. I heard they might bring him back to loan him out again. That's what I was reading.
Why the hell did we buy him? At least he's playing.
And Mikey Moore, I was reading today, as the Gold said that, I don't know if you read the article, he said that Spurs are hoping Mikey Moore can come back and like maybe they'll loan him out again. I don't know. But they see him as like a future player on the left wing / number 10, because apparently Mikey Moore can play as a number 10. So maybe, I don't know, maybe they won't buy left winger. I don't know, because we need a senior left winger. There's no way we can go through the season without one.
Harry, it's very simple, right? I'm going to give Enoch until the first week of January. And while first week of January comes, right, we don't have fixed targets to go after or sign someone already, right? That means that, we are gone back to square one again. Like we're going back to Levy days, right? If we bring back Mikey Moore, right, to slot him in the left wing, I would love him for him to have his chance, right? Frank to play him, but we've seen that, if Frank doesn't want to use him, he won't use him, right? And if he comes back and he wastes his time here, then it's sad for him. But we need to buy, I call, more senior, more proven, more mature, right, players on.
But then you look, say bring back Mikey Moore. You got Mikey Moore, Odobert, Tell. I mean, Mwani's even been playing. Like, there's 3 options already.
Yeah, I know. You
need to sell at least one or two young players.
Unless you tell me, right, Mikey Moore is not getting enough game time at Rangers.
No, he's playing at Rangers now. He's playing a lot of Rangers.
Yeah, if he's not getting enough game time, then you bring him back. Right? But if he's getting game time, right, let him be. You get what I'm saying? You shouldn't go and rock that up at the cart, right? Since it's how I call, he's getting his game time, he's getting experience, he's getting a feel of the game. Right? But against Brentford, right? That truth. I think I'll be to tell you, guys. I really, really want Frank to succeed. I really want to be not say proven wrong or anything, right? Because all I can say is that I'm not in or out or anything like that, right?
They're bringing him back as well. He's right.
Yeah, if he's not getting, guys are not getting game time, bring them back. Unless Frank's got plans to use them. If not, then send him out on loan again.
I think they're going to loan him out again, Donnelly, from what I read. Yeah.
Well, let him go. Because these guys, they need time, play time. They need experience. So yeah, and the lower leagues are, I call a bit more rougher, so that will build a bit of character into them. So,
rough them up. Yeah.
So then when you once you play Premier League, right, you're used to the hard tackles and all the things, right? Like back and blah 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 shit house really. Brentford score prediction
2-2.
Yeah, 2-2. Yeah. All right, I'll be the deluded one, right? Yeah, we're gonna win. Woohoo! 3-2.
3-2. Thing is, I was on,
hold on, and it will be dramatic, right? And guess who scores the winner?
Richarlison.
No, Brenda. Bye bye. After that,
do you think they'll? But if he's going, sure they're not going to play him, are they?
That's where the test comes in, right? So we'll find out, right? Because that's in 2 days' time, right? But that will be, the papers has to be. I don't know. Guys, if this can happen, right? All I'm gonna say is that why can't it happen for Spurs? It can happen for Palace. It can't happen for Spurs. Right? You can buy a player right on the dot, right? The first of January, you get a present. Woo! Yes,
For sure,
oh yeah, guys.
Johnson. There must be a replacement coming, right? Or not? Are we not going to buy a replacement? Because Savinho,
Harry, we are Spurs fans, right? We hope, we have the hope, right? But whether does it happen or not, we don't know. PTSD
Savinho, time, Bob, Marmoush. We were linked with all those Free City players. Yeah. Because I'm going to need to bring someone in. But Oscar Bob, I thought might be going to Dortmund. That's what I was reading. And then I also read because Savinho signed a new contract, they might keep him, even though he doesn't really play. And against Semenyo, so he's not going to get even less game time because I've got Foden, Semenyo, Doku, and Marmoush to come back. So Bob is definitely going, but maybe one of Marmoush or Savinho will go. I just don't know which one. One of them will go, I think.
I don't know. You know, Pep is a very pragmatic in that way, right? So if a player wants to go and doesn't want to be here, he won't keep them here because he has. I think his style of it is that all of us must want to be here
together.
Yeah. If the heart is not here, I mean, then he'll say all the best, you know. But like I said, guys, take away the Brentford, right? You're going 2-2. I'm going 3-2. Woo! Right? How would you say? Now the transfer window, right? It's very obvious. There are quality players out there for Spurs to go and get because next year is the World Cup year. So players need to play to prove to their managers, right, the country managers, that they can, right, you know, play, right, perform, be fit, you know, focus, right, in the game.
But this is why Savinho. Yeah, we looked at Diamonde as well. Yeah. He's like 19 years old. Yeah.
To tell the truth, right? I don't know. Unless you're saying you bring Yamin, well, the Lamal guy, Yamin Lamal or something like that.
Yeah, Yamin Lamal. Yeah.
Unless you're at that level, right? Then if you're 16, it even doesn't matter, right? Right? 17, 16, 18.
You know how much they want for Diamonde? Have you not read the amount they want? It's crazy. It's 100 million euros over. So
80 million, 85 million pounds. Bro.
And he's 19. Right?
No, we ain't gonna pay that kind of money. Right?
That's what I read. Apparently Spurs are willing to break the transfer record. Well, that's what I was reading this morning. But Diamonde is only a kid. He's 19 years old. Unless this guy is so good that I've never seen him play, and I'm just judging based on like.
I know some of our other esteemed colleagues, right, have seen him play and say that he's good.
YouTubers.
Right? Yeah. Colleague YouTubers. Yeah, colleague YouTubers. Right? Influencers. Yeah. Now, guys, to tell the truth, right, I'm a Spurs fan, right? Number one. We know we bring players in, right, in this current era, right? We bring players in to destroy. In a sense, no matter how good you are, right? It's been a.
We were living with him last summer. Don't joke here. We actually lived with him last summer.
Yeah. I know. But we do have this homegrown problem, to tell the truth, right? If we don't bring.
That's why we want Wharton. Like Wharton's a big thing for us because at least he counts as homegrown, doesn't he? I think.
No, to tell the truth, right? If we're gonna pay 80 million euros, 85 million pounds for 100 million euros, 85 million pounds for what's his name, Diomandi, right? Then why don't you throw in extra, 15 million to 20 million pounds and go and buy Wharton, right?
I'd rather just buy Wharton. I think it's a better option than going to buy Diomande, to be honest.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Because my worry with Diomande is like what he said, and Conte's Ketchup said, he's a young kid. And he might come to the Premier League and not do anything.
It's true, right? Like I said, I don't know until the
Look at Anthony. Remember Anthony?
Yeah. Yeah, Anthony cost what, 75 million or 100?
And he did nothing. Million? He did nothing. Yeah, was it from Ajax? I think, wasn't it, or something? And he did nothing.
To tell the truth, Harry, deals like that, right? need to be investigated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dembele, that's one deal that we need to investigate. 55 million pounds, right?
And Dombele, yeah.
And Ndombele, right? And Ndombele for
How much
nothing.
was Lo
65
Celso? Was
million.
he 60 million? Was Lo Celso 60 million? I can't remember.
Lo Celso was 15. Lo Celso
50
was
was
part of 15, 1-5. Lo Celso was part of the, the 85 million pounds we got from Gareth Bale, right? And we dump it
No,
on
you're thinking of
7.
Ericsson. Lo Celso, I'm thinking. You know, when we sold Ericsson left, but before Ericsson left that summer, we signed Lo Celso and Dombele and Sessegnon, obviously.
Sessegnon was 30 million. That needs to be
30,
investigated too.
Sessegnon was 30 million.
At the
Wasn't
time.
Lo Celso like big money? I swear it was like 65 million.
No, Lo Celso was not big money. Anyone in the chat, let me know. How much did we pay for Lo Celso?
Let me see.
I say I think it's about 15 million or something.
Is it a long loan option to buy? 55 million, apparently.
We bought Lo
50
Celso
million.
for 55 million. No.
Mm.
It's lower than that.
Oh, 35.
45 million.
So I think we got him on loan, and I just read online we got it for like 28 million permanently. So altogether, maybe it was 35. I don't know. Interesting. Yeah.
He's gone too. But his Rabona against Arsenal was beautiful. And we still lost the game, so it doesn't matter.
The Rabona? Isn't that Lamela?
Oh, that's Lamela. Oh, sorry. Oh,
yeah.
I'm mixing the two of them. Yeah, that's so.
They're both Argentine.
Now I remember.
Oh, shit, Argentine.
Now I remember. Bro, Lo Celso. Yeah, Lo Celso is 35. I was thinking about Lamela.
He was 30 million. Lamela was 30 million. Yeah. But you know what, Lamela? Remember Paratici? He sold Lamela plus, was it 30 million for Brian Hill, wasn't it, or something? And then we end up loaning Lamela to Seville later down the line. Do you remember? We bought. We gave Lamela to Brian Hill. We loaned back Brian Hill to Seville like a year or two later. So we gave them 2 players, and we gave them like 50.
Bro, wait. That needs to be investigated.
Yeah. We gave them money plus 2 players.
My God, a lot of Spurs we call it transfer window transactions, right? Are looking like dodgy scams, bro. We buy ducks, right? I don't know. No comment there. Because our previous chairman is being audited now, so yeah, there's so many dodgy deals.
That's it. Seville had Lamela and Hill on loan. They won Europa League. Because we gave them Lamela plus money for Brian Hill. Do you remember? And Errol was praising to Paratici. He got something. He managed to get rid of Lamela. And then we brought in Brian Hill. Brian Hill did nothing. And then we loaned back Brian Hill to Spain. And like 1 year was to Valencia. Then we loaned him again to Seville the following year, I think. And
that's what we do.
Yeah.
No, that's the problem with the football side.
Only Tottenham.
No, that's the thing, right? When we come to the transfer window, right, it becomes rather boring for me because I never listened to any of the media kind of thing, right, where we were linked to, right? So when the player arrives, then I'll look into it. Then even though then I won't even comment because to tell the truth, right, we do not know if he comes in, will he be able to perform?
Right? That's another question, isn't it? Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you bring in, right? You can bring in Lionel Messi now, right? He can't perform in Premier League. Will he be shit? Maybe that's why Lionel Messi won't come to Spurs, right? He's afraid to destroy his, reputation.
Career, yeah.
And the worst part is, right, the Spurs fans are the worst, right? And we fight amongst us. Guys, we are the most, I don't know, I think all football fans are like that, or maybe all human beings are like that, because everyone's got their own opinion, right? And everyone wants to be right. And, I don't understand. In this modern era of social media, right? Everyone wants to score points online, It's somehow or another,
Mm.
I said something right. I got a point. Yeah, put it in the board behind. Like, look at that. Right? Yeah. Winners, right? Yeah, the trophy, the medal, right? We are European champions, right? We can say that for another 6 months or so, or 5 months or so. Once the season's over, we win nothing in this year, right? It's over.
Do you think
At least
we're going to try and get Glasner or Pochettino next summer at all, or not?
To tell the truth, I don't know. I don't care at the moment, right? This transfer window will prove it. With this transfer window, we go back to the style of, getting young players, unknowns, and all that, no experience, and trying to build something and blah blah blah. There's only two things: is that maybe owners are not confident in Frank, they don't want to put the money on him, right?
We'll see.
Or right, we're going to change the manager. Or the shit thing is that, right, we are still stuck in the same way when we've been run under Levy. So if we are being stuck in that same way being run under Levy, right, that means, right, eating out has to come up again, and protest has to be shown again, right? Or the best thing is now, right, I hear the stadium is not full for every home game.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah. So that even scares them more. You get what I'm saying? Right.
Did you see Paratici obviously was going to go Fiorentina? That was the link. But he was at the game against Palace with Vinay. Did you see them in the crowd? And probably his wife or something. There was some Italian woman. She looked Italian anyway next to him.
Was she Italian? We don't know.
Slovakian I know she looked
something.
Pretty.
Yeah, I just think there's a pretty woman behind him. Yeah. Paratici.
Next to him, if you look at the picture.
Oh, Paratici, apart from getting good players, he's got hot chicks too. Woo-hoo.
Yeah. The Gallas.
Guys, to tell you, right, when I saw that scene come up, right, and they held it up there for so long, I said, "Leave my club, you gooner."
Vinay, I know, but did he? Because obviously, with Vinay, yeah, like, do you? Because obviously, he came from Arsenal.
Nothing against him personally, right? You used to work for Arsenal. Unless you come here, right, and tell all of Arsenal secrets to us, right, and build us up, and we win the league, right? If not, right, I think you're a mole. Yeah, I don't want to see, right, us giving Arsenal a lot of
fans didn't like him. A lot of us fans didn't actually like it. A lot of us fans didn't actually like Vinay.
That's his problem, not mine. Right. I don't know, right? The thing is that when Vinay came, they did that stupid video, right? The bromance video again with Levy. Then Levy gets, pushed out or pushed over the cliff, right? Then he takes over, right? And then he's supposed to be a PR guy, touted to be more communicating and all the things with the fans and all that. The only thing is that now we want the club to come up, right, and tell us we are sticking with Frank, right, through thick or thin, right, but there is a red line, right, just as long as he doesn't get us relegated or fighting in a relegation battle, yeah, we'll stick with him, right. The thing is that club hasn't come out to say anything that makes more Spurs fans come up with whatever theories and whatever opinions and whatever blah 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 that makes it even more harder for Frank to I don't know, manage the PR side of football, because sometimes his press conferences are cringy, bro. Especially whenever he I don't know, he makes funny sounds, right, while he's doing press conferences. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, right? I don't know, I'm going like, what are you doing? Yes, I don't know, maybe that's why they like him so much. Press conference.
Yeah, I don't expect us to do much in the transfer window either. I'd be happy with bringing two players. If we bring in a midfielder and a left winger, or midfielder and a left back.
Okay, Harry, it's simple. Transfer window, right? Bring in a proper 8.
We need an 8 right now. Yeah,
proper 8, right? Just bring one in, okay? And then maybe that proper 8 can teach Bergval, Gray, Sa, right? These 3 guys, right? It's an understudy for him. right?
Mm.
That thing is like you said.
I mean, that's why I think next summer we need to sell at least one, if not two of those three, because we can't have a senior midfielder in there and then have, unless you say you sell Sarr and you keep Bergval as like a pseudo number 10 backup as well as like a number 8 development player. I don't know, unless you do it like that. You just sell Sarr because he won't sell Archie Gray. Archie Gray, he likes Archie Gray, even though I don't like Archie Gray.
I mean, if he's not using Sarr, I mean, Sarr's in the AFCON at the moment, if I'm not mistaken, but he's not playing as I see it.
He's in AFCON,
yeah. If he doesn't use Sarr, if he's surplus to his needs, right, sell. He's the manager.
He'll sell him. I think he'll sell him next summer.
He has the right to offload whatever players he needs to offload, bring in whatever players he has, he needs to bring in, right? And let him start his, give him a chance. Right.
Because he seems to favour Archie Gray. He seems to favour Archie Gray. So yeah.
But the problem now is that
everyone says Wharton. Everyone says Wharton.
Hayden Hackney, I mean, if he's an 8, right? But the thing is that we were linked to Hayden Hackney in the summer. The fan base were divided on him again.
Yeah, no, they went nuts.
So Hackney is like what, 23 or something like that. So
yeah, I mean, I would say Anderson because I actually prefer Anderson to Wharton personally. But
Anderson
he'll cost you even more than Wharton. He'll cost even more, I think, than Wharton. I think Anderson.
How much is Wharton going for? Wharton is 100 million, right?
It's the same. They're the same. I think the same price, pretty much.
And the homegrown.
England have loads of options. You know, they have loads of options in midfield. England. They've got Rice, Anderson, Wharton. Eze can even play a bit further. Like they've got so many options.
That's England. That's when the World Cup comes. Then we will have that debate, right? Who's going to the World Cup, right? But all I can say is at the moment, transfer window is opening. I want to see some action or delivery within the first week. Within the first week, right? But the first good movement that we see is that Brenda's bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Right. Whether it's going to be a good move, to tell the truth, I think it will be a good move because Frank doesn't play him, right? He's doing a lot of bit parts. He needs to play. If we can recoup some money from that, right? Take it, right? Before we don't get anything from it. And Crystal Palace willing to take him, right? This is long when you come to our home ground, lose the next game too. That's part of the deal. Yep. So what's next?
That's it. I think there's nothing. What else is there to talk about? Really, I don't
know. I don't know. What are you gonna do for New Year?
I'm just going down to my brother's house. To be honest.
Are you gonna watch the game?
No, New Year's Day we're playing. I think we're New Year's Eve. Sorry, New Year's Day. I'm just gonna watch the game.
Oh, okay. The game is a late game, right? 7:30. Yes, and my God, the game's at 3:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that'll be a late game. Should I do it? I don't know. Maybe I'll do
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Yeah.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is 4 a.m. Malaysia time, bro. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So should I do a watch along? Should I go and sleep? That's my question.
Then we play on the 4th at 3 p.m. at home to Sunderland.
Oh, that's going to be an interesting game. You know?
Yeah, Man City Chelsea is the evening kickoff.
Yeah. The Sunderland game will be an interesting game. If we lose to Sunderland, bro, if we lose to Sunderland at home, right? Imagine the uproar.
Yeah. But they're missing players because of AFCON, so maybe we'll be all right.
Let's hope Dr. Tottenham doesn't turn up. So is TJ joining you?
It doesn't seem like it. I'm not seeing him in the back room.
Okay.
So I may have to end it. I don't know.
You want to send him a message and ask him?
I'll ask him again, but I'm
Or you
surprised
really
he's
ask
not.
him? He's working, bro. Remember?
He might just be working. That's the thing.
So you're on holidays now?
Yeah, I go back on the 5th, I think.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So how's winter there? Cold.
Earlier. See, I don't know, man.
Is it snowing or what? No.
Oh, is it snowing? No, it hasn't snowed at all. It's quite. At least that's quite nice. It's not snowed.
Wouldn't you like to see some snow?
Well, it's rumored that it might snow, but so
Bro,
far, it's not.
why are you sounding like our transfer windows? You know, it's rumored that it's rumored that we will get some snow, right? In the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
My sources aren't that great, so I can't say.
Whether it's going to snow or not.
I can't confirm. My sources aren't that great.
All right, guys. Welcome joining us. Right. Thank you.
Thanks, Cameron. Yeah, it doesn't look like TJ's coming though. Okay.
All right.
Can I see everyone? Hopefully Villa get a result or Arsenal. Come on, Villa.
Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about it, right? Villa and Arsenal tonight. Woohoo! Come on, you
Villa.
villains.
Come on, Villa. Come on.
That's the sad thing being a Spurs fan, right? We have to cheer on Man City, Villa. Why the fuck can't we cheer for our own team?
Every other team. I know every other team.
Yeah.
Come on, Villa. You can do it.
All right. Don't forget, guys, subscribe to Asper TV, Spurs Vision TV. Yeah.
Asper TV. Come on, you Spurs, I guess.
Take care. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.